What is the future of filmmaking? A lightsaber duel reveals the secret. Hi there, filmmaker. My name is Scott McMahon, and I'm a fellow film trooper. What is Film Trooper? It's a website, a podcast, and a resource that focuses on filmmaking freedom for the independent. Simply put, if you're a filmmaker who writes their own scripts, who can pick up a camera and shoot your own film, and someone who can edit a digital masterpiece all by yourself, then you're in the right place. It's what happens after you're finished with your film that has so many of us stuck. Let me ask you, is the only option to tour festivals in hopes of being discovered? And is selling your film to a distribution company the end goal? At Film Trooper, I focus on what happens when filmmakers sell their films directly online to a worldwide audience, and how to use this process to earn true independent freedom. Imagine not having to wait for anyone to make your film. If you have an idea, you just make it. And imagine not having to be at the mercy of a distribution company to buy your film. Instead, you just upload it online and start selling directly to an audience. This is the spirit of true independence because you're not dependent on any gatekeepers. In this short video, I'll show you how a film involving a lightsaber duel reveals a secret to a new strategy when it comes to selling your film online.
Film Trooper, filmmaking freedom for the independent.
Selling. When you sell anything, you are doing business with a buyer, so it's important to understand what business you're really in. Let me ask you, what business do you think Hollywood is really in? You might say show business, but if we dig deeper, we discover that it's actually the business of license exploitation. Entertainment lawyer Schuler M. Moore, in his book The Biz, states, "The monetary value of a film lies in the ability to exploit it." He goes on to explain, the film industry revolves around copyright because almost every film company asset relates to the ownership or exploitation of copyrights. License exploitation. The best example of this comes from George Lucas. Lucas said that all the money is in the action figures. So if you own the Star Wars license, you might exploit it by making books, video games, TV shows, movies of course, and the cash cow of it all, toys. In conclusion, we're not really in the business of selling films. We're in the business of exploiting licenses, our own license. And when it comes time to make that sale, our films are nothing more than an advertisement. Our job is to use our films as an advertisement to sell something that is worth a lot more than just a $4 digital rental. Now, some filmmakers don't like the word advertisement, so replace it with amplifier. Your film is an amplifier for something bigger. Now, how does all this apply to a film about a lightsaber duel? Well, let's take a look at this. So one day I was scrolling through Facebook when I came across this film. Now, there have been other lightsaber films made before, but this was different because it was new. But if we look closer, it was a Facebook post that was sponsored by The Force is Within You, right here, this page. Now, this particular video, this film, has over 900,000 views, over 15,000 likes, nearly 9,000 shares, and almost 2,000 comments. The greatest thing about this Facebook post is the simple copywriting. You want some lightsaber swords for your kids, don't you? Even adults have fun with them. Limited edition, grab yours here now. So when you click this link, it takes you to a page selling you, lightsaber swords. In the marketing world, it's important to have an aligning marketing message with your product and your marketing content. This whole Facebook post has the correct alignment. It shows you a fun, cool film with twin brothers having a lightsaber duel. The post capitalizes on the Star Wars craze. It's in alignment with the psyche of the Facebook users. There's a good chance that if you've ever liked any Star Wars post on Facebook, then that information is stored with the Facebook analytic data. And so when a company like The Force is Within You wants to pay Facebook to promote their posts, their Star Wars posts, they're going to be able to retrieve your particular data, so that's why you're seeing these sponsored posts in your newsfeed. The copywriting on the post clearly entices viewers to buy a lightsaber. The short film's job is to show viewers how much fun it is to own a lightsaber. If I saw this lightsaber video and then I clicked the link and it sent me to a page about baking cookies, you can see that this is a misalignment with the marketing message. Most independent authors, musicians, and artists and filmmakers don't make enough money by just selling their art alone. Again, when a digital film product rents for only $4, you're not going to make that much money back at this price point. Remember, your film is an advertisement to sell products at a higher price range, just like the film involving a lightsaber duel sold lightsabers. But there is a dark side. The company paying for these Facebook ads didn't even make the lightsaber film. In fact, the products they are pushing aren't even real Star Wars lightsabers. They're knockoffs. But they still needed something eye-catching to grab your attention to make you want to click on their link anyway. There is a phenomenon happening on Facebook called freebooting, in which people are taking videos originally on YouTube and uploading them directly onto Facebook. The problem with this is that the original creators of the YouTube content don't get the views that would contribute to their ad revenue. So this company selling these knockoff lightsabers grabbed this YouTube video from Twin Coconuts. Twin Coconuts are YouTube stars and twin brothers from the UK. Anyway, this company selling the lightsabers grabbed this YouTube video and removed any evidence that it was made by Twin Coconuts. I know this because I asked the filmmakers themselves. Here's the reply. No, we made it because we love Star Wars. Some guys took our video to sell their toys. Sad face. Never mind. Ha. By the way, that was Jay Bradley's actual voice. The tactics that this company used doesn't appear to be illegal. A little scammy and unethical maybe, but the basic framework of how they are driving traffic to their website and selling visitors the higher priced products is nothing new. This is a standard framework for most online businesses. Now the question is, why not implement something like this for your film? But something that is a little less scammy, of course. Now you may be asking yourself, what would I sell as a product for my short film or my dramatic feature film? Well, you're in luck because I go into more detail in my free 3-part video series, The New Adventures in Film Distribution, over at filmtrooper.com. Now you might be stuck just trying to make your film and you haven't even thought about sales or distribution yet. That's okay because I've got something for you that might help. I offer up a free gear guide on everything I use to make a feature film for $500 with no crew. It's this film behind me, The Cube. So if you're stuck and you need inspiration, the free gear guide might help. But wait, there's one more freebie. A lot of filmmakers want to know what kind of money movies are really making on VOD. VOD stands for Video on Demand. Well, I've got you covered there too. Not only will you get the free video series, the free gear guide, but you also get a free VOD and digital download report. All of this is designed to help you, the uber independent filmmaker, exploit your license to not only sell your film online, but to sell other products that will help earn your budget back and make the first stabs at building a sustainable living and finally achieving that freedom. Want to know more? Just go to filmtrooper.com and get all your free stuff as I look forward to meeting you in the inside.
Film Trooper, filmmaking freedom for the independent.
Oh, and if you want to help reduce freebooting, then look up Twin Coconuts on YouTube and subscribe to their channel. Thanks again. I'll see you on the inside.